Hey guys, it's Mountain Prepper, and I'm gonna do a video here, and this is gonna be titled "The Crappiest EDC Video Ever Made," because well, I've seen everybody's got EDC videos out there. Everybody's got one, just about. And I thought, you know what, I'm gonna do one, but I'm gonna do one kind of in the style of my channel. And you know, anybody, if you've watched many of my videos, you know I'm all about everything you need, nothing you don't. I'm not a fan of bells and whistles. I don't get caught up in the hype. I don't, you know, I don't buy into the commercialism and all that kind of crap. I find stuff that works, and I try to pay as little for it as possible. That's my philosophy. Um, squeezing juice, and also always try to do more with less. And I think everybody should really subscribe to that, and you know, you can get a lot more prepping done. So anyway, the reason I'm going to call this the crappiest EDC video ever done is because nothing you're going to see here is fancy. Okay, none of this stuff is impressive. I'll tell you right now. If that's what you're looking for, you might as well stop the video now, because none of this is that way. This is stuff that I use every day, that I carry on me, that works. Okay, that's all it does. It just does what I need it to do. Okay, and this might be a little bit of a long video. I apologize ahead of time. I'll try to make it short, as short as I can. So, without further ado, let's get into the crappiest EDC video ever made. Okay. These are things that I carry with me at all times. My everyday carry stuff. First of all, my cell phone. Okay. This is a Samsung Rugby Rhino. It's intended for police, emergency medical use. It's almost indestructible. I mean, this thing is the tank of cell phones. I've had this thing for 3.5 years, and all it does is work. I mean, it's got a great GPS on it. It's very accurate. And, you know, you can't kill this thing. This thing's been through hell and back, and then hell again and back again for the last 3.5 years. And I accidentally ran over it with a van one time. And I backed the van over it, and I picked it up off the concrete, and I called my wife and told her the story, and we laughed about it. I mean, it's just crazy. It's a crazy phone. So I carry this with me everywhere I go. Of course, most people do. Second thing here is my wallet. Okay, my tactical camo wallet. Got this bad boy at Walmart. Okay, $3. I picked the tactical camo because, well, you never know when you're going to need to, you know, hide your wallet out in the woods or whatever. No, I bought it because it was $3, and it's got all kinds of cool little pockets and stuff inside of it. So for $3, hey, works for me. Other thing, and this is crazy because I've never seen anybody, okay, I've never seen anybody do this on an EDC video. Maybe out there, I've just never seen it. But I carry my passport with me just about, well, everywhere I go. You know, when I go out of the house, I stick my passport in my back pocket with my wallet, and there's a good reason for that. The reason is because I got sick and tired of having to drive back home to pick up a second form of identification for whatever reason, cashing checks or whatever it would be. And I was like, it was a total pain in the ass. So I just started throwing this in my back pocket with my wallet, and I've been carrying this for 3 years probably. So I never have to come back home for a second form of ID. I've always got it on me. Okay, something else here. Carry a knife everywhere I go. And I carry mine on my belt. I've got a little sheath or holder, whatever you want to call it. I had this sheath just laying around my house, so I use it and to carry my cheap little knife in it. And here's the knife that I carry with me every day. It is I bought this knife, 8 or 9 months ago, and I bought it at a dry goods store, and I paid $5, I think, $4 or $5, I don't know. And no, it's not a it's not a Cold Steel, or it's not a Columbia knife and tool, and it's not a Boker, or I don't know all those fancy knife makers, whatever. But anyway, it's made by a company called Barracuda. I don't know, but here's one thing about it. It's a good sized knife. It's kind of I guess it's a Spyderco knockoff. Yeah, I think so. But the reason I bought it is, well, it was real cheap, but the other reason is it's got a kick-ass blade on it. I love the blade on it, and it's sharp, and it's got good serration, and I use these serrations constantly. And the other reason is because, for a cheap knife, it has zero blade play. I mean, none whatsoever. It's pretty stout. It's kind of just got like a crappy plastic handle on it or whatever, but as far as that goes, I like it's got the cool little Tonto blade there, if you can see that, and it's really sharp, man. I keep it sharp, and it's got this this coating on the blade that I guess it's like a protective coating or whatever. I don't know what it is, but I've used this knife. I've carried it on me every day for the last 8 or 9 months, and I've done a lot of stuff with it. And you can see there's really no visible wear on this blade at all. And I mean, I use this thing a lot. So, for $4, you can't beat that, right? So this is my knife. I carry it every day. And the other thing is too, I just want to point this out. Nobody's going to come up to me and go, "Oh, dude, where'd you get that kick-ass Barracuda at?" But I don't care. It does what I need it to do, and I paid $4 for it. And I've had it for 8 months, and it cuts everything I pointed at, and that's all I care about. So there's that. The other thing I carry is also carry this on my belt with my knife, and basically what I do is I just kind of carry them like that on my belt together. And this is just another little pouch that I had laying around the house that I wasn't doing anything with, and I used to carry some spare magazines when I went to the range and stuff, but I use it now because it has a little belt thing on it too. Now I use it as a part of my EDC, and what I do with it is I carry my flashlight. It's got 2 little pockets on the front of it there, as you can see. I carry my flashlight, which is another pretty good little purchase I made. It's a 9 LED bulb flashlight, if you can see there. Pretty good little flashlight, pretty sturdy. I think it's 40 lumens. I think that's what it is, which is really good for a flashlight of that size. It works really good. I use it all the time, and I think I might have paid $5 for this, and again, worth every penny because I use it all the time. And I've had this thing for a year, I'd say, and it takes 3 AAA batteries, and I put some really good batteries in it, and it still is bright as can be. I mean, after a year, and I'm going to change the batteries out just because they've been in there so long, but I mean, this thing lasts forever, and really happy with this, and I carry it every day, everywhere I go. Okay, and the other thing I keep in here that is something, I probably use this more than, anything else I carry is this little multi-tool. Okay, and I got this as a gift, I don't know, years ago. But it's a little multi-tool. It's made by Columbia. And the reason I love this little multi-tool is because if you see here, it's got a little flashlight on it. And I have no idea what this thing cost. It couldn't have been much, but it's got this little flashlight on it. And yeah, it's kind of a crappy little flashlight. I mean, but what it is good for is like, you know, if you need to get to a screw and it's at night and you can't see what you're doing, all you got to do, see there, you flip up your screwdriver just like that, turn this light on, and you can see exactly, you know, just open it up a little bit, and you can see exactly where you need to get to that screw or whatever. So I love that, and I use that little feature all the time. And the other thing on here is, well, you know, it's got a little knife blade, which I really don't use that much because I usually use my knife I got here, but it's got this, the Phillips head, the flat head, it's got a can opener, and it's got a file with a larger flathead screwdriver on it. And the only thing that I don't like about this is I wish it had a pair of scissors. If this thing had a pair of scissors, man, I'd be doing backflips because I use this thing all the time. But for what it is, man, I mean, it's great, and I use it constantly. And actually, it's really stout. I mean, it's a well-made tool. The pliers on it aren't the greatest in the world. They're small, but they do what I need them to do. And they got a wire cutter in there and a crimper, and you know, just a good little tool. And I use it all the time. And there's not much you can't do with this. So you know, for that small of a package, and like I say, I keep it right here on my belt at all times. So not bad. Okay, now I'm adding this on my EDC, and this is my pistol. It's a 9mm high point. I know everybody hates high points. I love mine, so that's just the way it is. Mine shoots great. Yeah, it sucked when I first got it. I had to do a little bit of work to it, especially the magazines. I've made some comments about that on my channel, but you know, since I did that, polished up the feed ramp or the feed rail and the slide rails on it, the feed ramp and the slide rails. I'm sorry. I've had absolutely no trouble with it. It's really simple, you know, point and click. You know, you point it at something and pull the trigger, it's going to hit it, and that's all I care about, and it works. And I've had very little problems with it since I did some tweaking on it. And I carry it in this holster here. I paid $6 for this holster, by the way, and it's a killer holster. I mean, it's got the I got a little mag pouch there for it. See, hold my extra mag right in there. Velcro's down, stays in there, it doesn't go anywhere. The holster fits the handgun perfectly. Just pop it open, slide it right out. Now, I do not carry this concealed. Okay, I know a lot of you guys are going, no way does he carry that concealed. I don't. And but the reason I'm adding this into my EDC video is because this particular pistol is in my truck at all times. Okay, now the way I work, I work very late at night sometimes, and a lot of times I'm in some very shady parts of town. And when I'm in that situation and I'm out at night and I'm going in and out of buildings, whatever, I just open carry it. I just clip it on my belt and I'm in and out of the buildings. But you know, the reason I wanted to include this is because this is either in my truck or on my body at all times. Especially when I'm at work, I'm usually open carrying this when I'm going in and out of my buildings at night. Which brings me to this, and this is what I call my work bag. And I decided I was going to include this as part of my EDC because this is always in my truck as well. And you know, a lot of times I carry this into work with me too, but you know, it's always with me. You know, when I go somewhere, it's always in my truck. You know, now obviously I'm not walking into Walmart open carrying a High Point C9 with this duffel bag on my back, you know, but it's always there, and I always have it on me if I need it, so I'm including it. And what I've got in here, I'm not going to take it all apart, but I'll tell you, you know, I keep a box of ammunition in it, 9mm. I know, you know, but you never know what's going to happen, so I've got 2 magazines with my pistol here, and a box of 50 that's always in this bag. And what I have in this bag is tools. You know, I got a saw, some screwdrivers. I've got a pretty good sized mag light in here, a bunch of different tapes, some adhesives, a couple other knives, a small hammer. You know, just basic stuff you might need if you're out somewhere and you need to fix something or help somebody out or whatever. I've got some rope, some tow strap, some tie down rope, some paracord. You know, just basic stuff that you might need, you know, in any day, any time situation. And I also carry, if you can see here, a machete in the top of it like that, and I carry it right behind the seat of my truck. And you know, I don't know if that's really legal or not, but I do, because you know, it was cheap, and you never know when you're going to need it, so I always keep that. So there it is. Like I said, the crappiest EDC video ever made. I know none of you guys are blown away by any of the stuff that I have, but I want to say this: everything I have works. If it didn't, I wouldn't have it. Okay? No, I didn't spend a bunch of money on it, and I'm not impressing anybody, believe me, walking around with this stuff. But I don't care about that. All I care about is that I can cut stuff, okay? I can see stuff and fix stuff, okay? I have communication and a GPS. I have my identification and all my credit cards and all that kind of stuff. I can defend myself, and I can do a lot out of this bag. Okay, I can fix a lot of stuff, help a lot of people, tow cars, whatever I need to do, pretty much I can do out of this bag. And you know, it works. It's not flashy, it's not impressive, but it works, and that's what I'm all about. And remember, like I said, it's about juice and squeeze, and it's about doing more for less, and that's what I'm all about. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Comment, rate, whatever, you know, send me some messages, whatever. I'm glad you guys watched the videos. I'm having a blast doing them. I'm glad to be back, and I'll be back shortly with a new video. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys later.